Hi, Aletha here with Create Your Future. Today, we are going to talk about your 3D circumstances and living from the end of your wish fulfilled. But before we do that, let's talk about the course that Create Your Future is giving away free. The title of that course is How to Find Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. The link is in the description box below. And to remind you that I also have courses and they're all on sale. Plus my coaching, one-on-one coaching is on sale right now. So check it all out. The links are in the description box below. Today we're going to talk about, as I said earlier, your 3D circumstances and living from the end of whatever it is your heart's desiring. Do you realize that your 3D circumstances are not real? I've said this before, everyone says this before in the Create Your Future world, but it's true, they're not real. So we must start denying them. When it shows up, you deny it and say, no, that's not truth, that's not real. What is real is what I am desiring right now in the moment. What I choose to manifest is real. What am I thinking right now? Am I living from the end of having whatever it is my heart desires? If I am, then in that moment, that's the true reality. And that's what gets projected out of you and then reflected back. And it's really important to understand that you have to embody, I'm going to call it a vision. You know what you want. It's your vision. And you have to embody that vision. It has to become your new state of consciousness. It has to become your self-concept. Not the old identity of you that doesn't have what your heart's desiring, but the new identity of you that has everything its heart's desiring. From the end of already having it, the wish is fulfilled. So we need to deny the old story that it's not real. We need to be indifferent to the old story. Things show up. People say things. They do things. Our 3D explodes in front of our faces. But we must remain indifferent and stop caring about that, because we know intellectually that it's only a reflection of our past thoughts that are still out there, and they are being reflected back to us. But as you stay in the moment, in the vision of your heart's desires, then that will be your next 3D reality. So what's showing up right now, or may show up in a day or two, is still a reflection of your past thoughts. When you were in the old story, when you were living in your old state of consciousness, of not having, of lack, of hurt, and whatever it may have been. But now that you are transcending into the new story, the new state of consciousness that says, I have everything my heart desires right now, then that, as you live from that, you embody that, you embrace it, it becomes your new state of consciousness. What I am conscious of, I become, or I am whatever I am conscious of. And so as you be this new story internally, is projected out and then reflected back. The universe only sends to us or responds to us according to who we are, not what we want. It doesn't give us what we want. It gives us through who we are. I am with my SP and we're blissfully happy. I am all the things my heart desires, whatever they are: career, money, a great big old sailboat. What do you want? It's all of those things. Or being more spiritual and living in a more ascended life where you are living from the truth of who you are, which is the operant power of your reality. You are in control of everything in your reality. Whatever is showing up, you can change. You brought it about somehow. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to go back into all the hurt and the pain and look at it and feel it and try to explain it. Because you know what? The universe doesn't send meaning to us. It's not built that way. It doesn't come to us with a built-in meaning. We apply the meaning. So thinking about and rehearsing over and over all the things that have happened to you in the past that aren't what you want, that have caused you pain and hurt. And applying meaning to that is doing nothing more than expanding it so that you have more of it showing up in your 3D reality. No matter what your intentions are, if you are continuing to rehearse and contemplate and live from and talk about and just be totally immersed in the old story, you can say all the intentions you want every morning, every noon, every evening, and you're pretty much going to still get the same old stuff. Why? Because you haven't changed your state of consciousness. You have to change your state of consciousness. How do you do that? You replace the old story with the new. You create a vision of what it is your heart's desiring. You know what you want. Be specific about it. And then live from that. Detail it. Write it out. Think about it and only it. And every time thoughts of the old story come up into, enter your mind, or things in your 3D show up that are opposite of what your vision is, what do? You deny those things. They are not who I am. This new identity is me having my SP, me having perfect health, me being free of illnesses and diseases and allergies and whatever it may be, me living in the beautiful dream job of my heart, whatever it may be, having all the money I need, all my bills paid, whatever it is. You live from that state of consciousness, feeling how it would feel if you had it now. You use your imagination to bring yourself into that place of feeling it real. Close your eyes and then imagine it's yours. If you don't see anything, that's okay. So what? Think about it. Think about it. You see yourself mentally with words, whatever. Just think about, I am this person. I am with my SP. I am very wealthy. Whatever it is that your heart's desiring, think about it. And that's moving you until you feel the feeling of that wish fulfilled, till you feel the feeling of having it. And that's how you replace the old story. You cannot replace the old story by simply setting an intention, I'm replacing the old story. It's an old program that's strong and powerful inside of you, most likely. And so it's probably been around a long time. It won't just go away because you intend it to go away. You've got to replace it with something else. You have to leave your old state of consciousness and move into a new state of consciousness. I am whatever I am conscious of being, right? So if I still am conscious of being the old story, then that's going to continue to show up. But if I switch over to the vision of my heart and I become more conscious of that than the old story, then that will start to manifest and I will start to see evidence in my 3D reality. It's really, truly, you have to deny the old story. It doesn't exist. It's an illusion. It's a reflection of your past thoughts. It's an echo of your past thoughts. It does not exist, even though it feels like it does. And even though you're standing there and you're talking to the person who is rejecting you, it feels so real, so painful. Internally, you say, no, I deny that because the truth is, I am with this person. This person is accepting me. This person is loving me. And you can apply that to everything in your life, not just specific people, but everything. In the moment, you choose, you select your next 3D reality with your thoughts. So what are you going to select? You're going to select staying in the old story and feeling sad and hurt and rehearsing over and over what everybody has said and done to you? Or are you going to rehearse the new story and rehearse over and over and over all the wonderful things that you have imagined they are saying to you and doing it from the end of already having it? You're imagining your specific person telling you how much they love you and are committed to you. You're imagining being on that stage and singing to thousands of people. You imagine having the boat you love. You imagine having the house you want. You imagine the perfect health that you want and seeing yourself limitless in every way because you are the operant power of your reality. You are in control of your reality, no one else. Nothing outside of you can change your world. Only you can do that, and it's from the inside out. When you change inside how you view your world, when those perceptions are in alignment with what it is your heart's desiring, then your outside world is going to change. It's going to reflect your new internal vision, that new self-concept, that new identity, that new state of consciousness. So to replace the old story, you have to have a new story. And you have to stay in the new story more than you are in the old. So then you have to use these 3 words or phrases. I deny when the 3D shows up the way you don't want it, deny it, be indifferent to it, and stop caring one way or the other what's being said and done in your 3D reality, and only live for the moment, in the present moment. Whatever I think and feel and project out of me will be reflected back and become my next 3D reality. So in that present moment, be the vision. Be that state of consciousness that has what your heart's desiring. And embrace that and live from that. And feel that joy and the relief and all the good things that come with that. Imagine it over and over and over. Neville Goddard says, do it over and over and over again until it takes on all the tones of reality inside of you. It's in your imagination. And if you have a hard time seeing things with your imagination, that's okay. Say the words and feel them as you say them over and over and over until you feel like you are that person, until you have shifted into that state of consciousness. When you feel like you're that person and it feels real, then you have shifted into that state of consciousness. And what do we manifest? I manifest whatever I am conscious of being. And in that state of consciousness, that's what you're conscious of being. What does it have to do? It has to be projected out of you and then reflected back and become your next 3D reality. So leave the old story, deny it, be indifferent to it, stop caring about it, and live only from the vision of your heart, from the end of already having whatever your heart's desiring. Deny the 3D and live fully and richly and with so much emotion the new story, the vision of your heart. I am whatever I am conscious of being.